everyone, and welcome back to Alex Lacasse Makes Food. Today I went to the farmer's market and I got some nice pork chops from the butcher, and I'm going to show you how to make a really nice summer meal in 10 minutes. So let's get going. Alright, 10-minute meal starting now. Okay, so first off I have my pork chops that I'm going to season with some salt, generously with salt on both sides. And some black pepper. And that's going in my pan. I already have a hot pan on. This is a carbon steel pan, but if you have a cast iron, that is perfect. The chops are going in. Like this, I have black pepper. And I'm gonna weigh them down a little bit. That's just me, I want them to color evenly. And that's just gonna help a lot. All right, next step. I want to roast a beautiful peach that I found from the farmer's market. So I'm going to cut one whole peach in half. You want the peach to be pretty firm in order to roast it. And take the noyau out. And that is also going right in my pan like this. Cut side down and we'll forget about it. We'll cook the chop on 3 minutes. 3 minutes for each side. Next step, I'm going to make a beautiful, it's going to be a mint jalapeno and red onion salsa. Just whatever herb you have on hand will work for that. But what I have is some picked mint here. So I'm just gonna bundle it up, slice it quickly, and once it's sliced like this, I'll turn it quarter turn and do a little chop. So quarter turn every time, and you don't need to go super thinly chopped, but like this. Alright, so this is chopped. It's gonna go in my little bowl. And this here, I want to cover it up with olive oil immediately, because mint is one of those herbs that oxidizes very quickly. So every cut side, if you don't cover with olive oil, will turn darker and not so nice. So in this salsa, next, I'm gonna do half a jalapeno. So cut a jalapeno lengthwise, and we'll just use half because it's really spicy. And I have a little bowl here. Take a mini spoon, take the seeds and the top off, and that is it. Now we're ready to slice this up. We'll do slices first, and then turn it over, and then we'll do nice little dice. Right, little dice. Maybe I'm gonna chop it up one more time because I do want to make sure this is not too big. You don't want a chunk of just spicy jalapeno in your mouth. And that's also going in my little bowl here. That's going to be the salsa. Last for the salsa, going to be some red onion. I'm just going to cut a couple slices like this. Maybe one more of red onion. And cut that into little dice. Alright, so my chop, it's already been 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip the chop. So take that little pan off, and we'll flip the chop. Hopefully it's got some color. There you go. There we go. Chop back on here, pan on top. Oops. And 3 minutes for that. Let's look at our peaches. I want a pretty dark color for the peach. Really caramelize those sugars. There you go. 3 minutes were good for those peaches. This one's gonna go a little bit longer. All right, so pork chops have about 2.5 minutes to go. Finish it up with my red onions, and that is going in my bowl for my salsa. Let's do a little tasting of this. Beautiful. Mix everything together. It's probably gonna need a little bit of salt, and I would imagine too. We're freshening up some lemon zest, just to get all those nice oils from that lemon in my salsa. Right on here. And this is amazing, and it's ready for serving right here. All right, I have a pot of water that's boiling right now. Just take off that lid. And this is going to be to blanch some green beans, okay? So I just want to make sure, because the green beans are going to be blanched for such little time, you want the water to be very salty. But I just think about it like the veggies are not gonna hang out for very long in there. So make sure it's extremely salty. All right, so I have this already. Some green beans, I already cleaned the tip because I'm learning from my mistake and I'm really trying to make it on time this time. So, and the green beans are gonna go in here for about 1 minute. I just wanna make sure that those green beans, I'm gonna cover the pot just so it comes back up to a boil as fast as possible. So, last peach is probably ready. Let's give a look at this. Oh yeah, nice caramelization here for my peach. I'm gonna get that ready. I'm gonna slice it up soon. Pork chop should be ready in about a minute. For the peaches, I'm gonna slice it uneven kind of shapes. And you'd like every bits of peach to have a little bit of color on it, you know? So everyone gets that caramelization. Just like this. I think we should eat one too. Bit of peach. Delicious. First peach of the season, I'll just do a little bit of salt on here and forget about this for now. All right. Pork chop has 30 seconds to go. Let's taste those green beans. Green beans is one of those, it's really up to you. If you like them a bit more mushy or a bit more toothsome. I like mine a little bit more cooked, so 30 more seconds for that. And let's take a look at our chops. So this is a normal chop. It's about half of a bone. And it's probably the thickness you would find just normally at the grocery store. And these are, it's been 6 minutes now. I'm just gonna make sure to kiss the fat side down because nobody likes, you know, fat just as it is. I want to crisp it up just a tad bit. And once it's crisped up, right in my pan like this. Same for this one. What's our time? 3 minutes. Oh my god, we're doing so good. Perfect. Pork chop, ready to go. So now one last thing. There's a nice amount of fat on here. Actually, there isn't. Oh, you want to save that fat and you can just drop it up on top if there is. And pan is up and we're done with that. We're gonna rest that as long as we can. So now for the green beans, let's taste another one. Oops. And green beans are done. So now that they're nice and hot, we'll take them right out of the water and put them in one of our bowls here, okay? So that's going right into the bowl. As it is, nice and warm. What's next is, in here, I'm gonna do a little bit of crunchy salt. I know the water is already salted, but you always wanna finish with a nice crunch. This is olive oil. And I'm gonna do the juice of half of the lemon. All right, and I'm gonna I have some leaves of mint left in here. And I'm just gonna tear those into pieces and put them here. And last thing is our peaches. So this is sort of like a warm salad that you have just everything mixed together nice and warm and just have everything be coated with lemon juice and olive oil. It's just very, very simple. And fresh side. A little bit more salt. A little bit more lemon. And then this is gonna be ready for plating. So both plates here. Get a little bit of green beans. I know when I'm plating with my hands, but there's really nothing I'd rather do, so. You plate with whatever works for you, but for me, it's my hands. So make sure everyone gets the peaches. Just like this. Peaches and a couple on top like this. There you go. And the herbs on top as well, that beautiful mint. And that beautiful juice too. Can I say beautiful one more time? Probably. All right, so this is ready. Next, it's going to be put the pork chop on there. So very simple for the pork chop. It's been resting for about 2 minutes now. It's not enough, but it's enough for us right now. We're just gonna cut up the bone because it comes with a rib. And once we cut up the bone, this is staying like this. So I'm gonna do the same thing for both. Cut up the bone like this. All right, so bone, follow the curve of the bone, is going on the plate. And then slicing it up. You want to slice as thin as you want, really, whatever works for you. And we're gonna put it right back on here. beautiful pork chop. Pork, you're gonna cook it at medium. It's gonna be nice and juicy. Here you go. Salsa right over the top of that. Same for this one. Oh, I made it on time. There you go. Salsa. And here you have it. My first challenge that I finished on time. 10-minute meal, pork chop with peach and green bean salad with a mint salsa. I'm pretty hungry. We're gonna go ahead and eat this. And thank you for watching. And yeah, bon appetit, and see you next week for another 10-minute meal.